My name is Fred Kossam. I work for the government of Malawi in the Ministry of Environment and Climate Change Management. I also do coordinate the African group on the agenda item on issues related to agriculture in the negotiations. Yes, in the negotiations, agriculture is progressing well, though slowly. As you might recall that in Warsaw we had a workshop that was addressing the issues of adaptation, where the African group we presented our issues focusing on the food security as well as the vulnerability of our agriculture systems. So here at this session we are supposed to look at the report of the workshop which was produced by the Secretariat and determine further work that we might do to advance this agenda item. Right now I'm coming from the contact group of the agenda item, where now the G77 we have put out a proposal focusing on how do we unpack the adaptation issues in the negotiations that came up during the workshop. The first area that we are focusing is on the impact, vulnerability analysis, as well as on the issues of adaptation. The second big area is on the capacity building, technology transfer, as well as the research. As you know, without all these elements, our agriculture systems in Africa would not produce so much food to feed our poor people in the villages. So we are making progress, and we hope the next time we meet on Tuesday, we will hear our partners how they look at the proposal that we have presented to the contact group. Yes, you are right that during the meeting that we had, the CCAFs organized the side event that we had during lunchtime. In my presentation, I indicated that agriculture is being discussed in several streams in the negotiation. The first stream is on under SBSTA, where we are looking at the technical and scientific aspect of agriculture, on how to address the issues of food security in Africa. And the African Commission has put agriculture high on the agenda of it. Another area that agriculture is being discussed is under Nairobi Work Program. How agriculture is to be addressed in the Nairobi Work Program is also another issue. And then there's the issue of the Durban platform, the ADP. There's ADP Workstream 1 and Workstream 2. Agriculture under Workstream 2 is being reflected during the expert meetings that have been organized at this session, where they will be looking at the land use. And agriculture is one of the land users. However, the Workstream 2 is talking about how countries would increase their level of ambition pre-2020. The 2015 agreement will start after 2020. So before that, how do we, this is purely a mitigation angle. But for us in the Africa, we are interested to address the adaptation in the agriculture sector. That's why it's very important to see agriculture reflected in the agreement itself, not in the pre-2020, because the agreement will start after 2020. But how does it put itself, the agriculture take a center stage after 2020? Well, this is where we are going. This is a global new agreement altogether. So the question that I had was, how do we want agriculture to be reflected in the agreement itself? This is a bigger question that will need some serious thought about it. As you know, in the convention itself, Article 2, the ultimate objective of the convention, at the end of that article, it is putting that whatever we do, we should make sure that food production is not threatened, so that we are still alive. Otherwise, we will be dead. So we want to see how we want agriculture to be reflected in the 2015 agreement. I don't have an answer now, but this is a question that we in the African group we are thinking about. But I would love also to hear more ideas in terms of how other people are thinking about it. But the African group position is we want agriculture to be reflected in the 2015 agreement.